Hello, guys, and welcome to another episode here in Motorsport International in Romanian Culture Cars. My name is Baicu Vlad-Andrei. I'm here with Miroslav Rastovic. Hello, Miroslav.
Hello, everybody.
Miroslav Rastovic, team manager and race engineer for TCR Team Dubrovnik, will tell us a couple of secrets about his motorsport career, how he started, of course, the results of and achievements for TCR Team Dubrovnik as well, and other stuff like that. Miroslav, let's start with a little describe about you.
Okay, so I'm almost 37 years old. I started my motorsport career, or whatever you can call it, 15 years ago. Actually, this is my 15th year of being in motorsport in one way or another. Most of the time I spent like a race engineer or team manager for some teams. I started in 2009 with a Croatian driver named Marin Čolak, uh, who invited me to join him in his World Touring Car Championship team. This is my start. I did a couple of races with him. We were quite successful, actually. We had a P2 in qualifying in Oschersleben in 2009. That was, I think, the highest achievement until then in Croatian motorsport. We finished that race. I don't remember. I think it was race one was P9 or something like that, but it was then you had like classification for the privateer teams and for the bigger teams for factories. So yeah, that's how I started. It was actually with the help of internet and simulators, because back then the simu games were not so advanced like you have them now, but then you had a couple of games which we played against each other, me and Marin, and he just asked me if I want to help him because he was struggling with his results, and I was helping him online. And who would have thought, we were young and stupid, and we thought that maybe if it's the same in the game, it's the same in the real life. But couple of practices and we were already there. So we find that special talent in me, and that's how I started. It was a long road, but anyways, here we are,
All
15 years
right.
later,
And
still in the
worth
game.
it and worth it, like I say. Yeah, all right. So how you start the motorsport career, and what is the driver, like I say, or maybe if you have a team manager as well, to convince you to start this adventure, a role model.
hmm Our role models, there are a lot of them in the game. I met a lot of quality people during my years in motorsport in various championships. Not just because I'm always like coming back to touring cars. My dream was to be in the GTs in the endurance, but somehow it avoided me. I had a couple of offers before, and I did with a I did a Le Mans with a hypercar team, but that wasn't it for me. I want to do Le Mans 24 hour of Le Mans with a GT team. That is like a dream come true for me, but we'll see what happens.
And of
Uh,
course, watching TCR Team Dubrovnik also in TCR Europe or maybe in other TCR competition as well. You can tell me how you start this project TCR Team Dubrovnik with Zarko Unigo also?
yeah, it was a difficult start because I worked with Igor Stefanovski. In 2017, we were fighting for actually for a European Championship in that then was called the FIA ETCC European Touring Cars. Um, we had quite nice results, couple of victories here and there. We won at Nordschleife, which is one of the most difficult, if not, this is the most difficult racetrack in the galaxy, actually. So, uh, and I was working with Igor for with TCR in TCR Italy, and then in 2020 you had that COVID lockdowns and everything, and Igor wanted to compete in TCR Italy, which was then uh, and still is probably the best TCR championship currently, with a number of drivers, with the quality of the teams and everything. But unfortunately, we couldn't travel at that moment. So I thought maybe that is it. That is the end of my motorsport career, and I should work more in my company and forget about all these years in motorsport, but you cannot stop it. So I got a call from actually from ex mechanic of Žarko, who introduced me to him. We did a couple of practices. I didn't want to work with Žarko because I thought that maybe he is not at the level of maybe he cannot progress, but when I saw how he's approaching to his racing and how less time he has, and does it all without any practice because he doesn't have any time to do it. So it came to me as a quite an interesting project, and actually one of his friends from our club Dubrovnik Racing, which I'm part of now, persuaded me, and yeah, that's how we started in 2020. I did two races with Žarko, and then we decided just like, okay, in 2021 we start a brand new team, started from scratch. Yeah, we made some contacts with the guys who we already know. They will be the mechanics, and I will be the team manager, race engineer, and that's how we started. We have bought used Cupra Leon Competition from Zengo Motorsport from Hungary, which was ex Jordi Gené's car. We had some quite bad luck because the car was failing with a high pressure fuel pump. We missed actually a victory in home race of Grobnik, and we missed some podiums here and there. But anyway, we still persist, and we are a really good team. And I think comparing to the best of them in TCR Eastern Europe or TCR Europe, I think we are at the top of our game. So it's just the lack of track time that is killing us. So that's why we don't have some better results. But it is what it is. We all have our own jobs on the side. So motorsport is still a hobby for us. We cannot get any time to do it full time. So
Oh,
that's
I
how it is.
understand. I understand, and of course, amazing season for TCR Team Dubrovnik in 2024 in TCR Eastern Europe as well, with a couple of podiums, of course, victories and other stuff like that. And of course, let's see the 2025 how it goes for this amazing Croatian team as well, with a Croatian driver, of course, including in that package, like I say. Miroslav, let's start to talk about a little discuss a serious phrase. In my country, the motorsport is being promoted by two phrases. Street is not circuit, and champions are in circuit, not in the street. To tell us people for the first time watching our interview. Of course, people who watching me the rest of the interview or other project will know exactly what I'm talking about. In your opinion, what do we have to do to convince people to come on events and track days, and what can we do to stop street racing?
Well, it is quite difficult to do it. Young people today have influence from various social networks where there is a actually not so safe promotion of street racing. Also, street racing in the movies is classified as something cool, and uh, there is not much favor done with Fast and Furious movies and movies like those. Uh, Unfortunately, people do not have the facilities where they can test their cars, where they can there's nothing close to them maybe, so they do not have any finances to do it, so they do it in the street, which is highly dangerous. I would not recommend it. For example, if you die, it's better that you die. Maybe it's not so good that you bring some people with you. So if you think you're crazy, you will die, it's better you go and die somewhere else. So there has to be something done with the police to do a lot of repression, actually. I'm all for it. Uh, and also with the local governments. So they do some things for the young people. Maybe they close off some roads which are not used so much. They close them off for the weekend or maybe for one day where they can pay some small fee and then come test their cars in a more safer environment. But the safest environment is the racetrack, which we do not have so much. In Romania, I think you have like it's a Motor Park Romania and Transylvania Park or something like
Yes,
that. But
yes.
Yeah, they are not so close to each other, which is actually good. So maybe the whole country can half of the country can go to one, half of the country can go to the other, but still young people with 19, 20, 21 years of age who barely get by with their salaries and buy some kind of a car. They cannot afford to go to a racetrack. So there should be something sponsored by local governments, maybe developing some smaller racetracks, putting some money in the racetracks that already exist to subsidize the starting money for people. So the government pays for all the expenses. So people just come and drive for free, for example. Uh, with those smaller investments, I think that a lot of this can be stopped, and education is key also in the schools. That should be most important. For example, I think you have currently some of young drivers like Filip Ugran is his name. I don't know
Yes,
if I'm
yes.
pronouncing. Yeah. For example, people like him should be also maybe because they probably lack sponsorship money. They could go to a better series. Maybe they could get some government funding for them to drive where they drive. For example, I think there was this guy Minea Stefan or Johan or something like that was his name. I don't remember. I'm so sorry, but he was I think champion in Ligier series. Afterwards,
Mihnea
was
Stefan, Mihnea Stefan. Yes, yes, yes.
was he driving the European Le Mans or something like that? Like
No, yeah, yeah.
pretty high level of motorsport. So guys like them can go around schools and educate the young people, tell them their stories, how they developed as race car drivers, and tell them what is the benefit of not racing on the circuit, but just trying to drive there. It's a really safe environment, and little by little, step by step, maybe you take some kids off the street and also bringing them into mechanical workshops or something like that where they can have a car culture a bit more closer to them. So there are a lot of ideas, so it's just probably the lack of government interest to do it. So it
All
starts
right.
from the above.
All right, and of course to convince people to come, and of course to grow up the more sport community as well, because it's very important to increase the more sport community, and of course day by day, and of course year by year. And of course, guys, check the local track, check the websites if you see events or other something like that, and come on motorsport to see what's going on down there on this incredible motorsport community. And of course, incredible motorsport as a discipline like hill climb, because in Croatia we have hill climb, we have rally also, we have circuit competition as well. So yeah, come and check out all local tracks and all more sport events, especially from country by country, like I say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but there is also, sorry to interrupt you, there is also like there is a thing that probably young people think is motorsport is a elite sport. It's highly elitistic and is closed to people from the outside. I know what I speak about because I'm the guy from the inside, and I can tell you that for us in the inside, there is a really, really small group of people doing motorsport on the high level like we do. And it's also closed for us for some like events like Formula One. I sometimes I can dream about it to come there and be inside the paddock and inside, not just inside the pit box. And there is a lot of series like Netflix Drive to Survive where kids see those series and they see the approach and they see how the guys are treated and how elitistic it is, and they maybe think that all the series are like those. They are not. Maybe World Endurance, World Rally, and Formula One are a bit more elitistic. Maybe World Rally is not so much. They really let you come close to see the cars and speak with the mechanics and speak with the engineers and all these things. Formula One is really, really closed. So, and it's a PR of Formula One is really doing some not so good things to people because they think that everything is highly elitistic. For example, our TCR competitions are very open to people. They can come in, touch the cars, walk in the pit boxes with us. We even let them sit in the race car. So, and they are really surprised when we allow them to touch the car, to sit in the car or something like that, to see the engine, explain to them. And then they are really surprised that it's not so elitistic. And the kids think that when they lack money and the sport is elitistic, they don't have anything to do there. For example, you have, I think, Otmar Safnauer is also Romanian heritage, I think. Uh,
Uh, I
if I-
you can tell me one again, please?
Otmar Safnauer, he was a chief of Force India, and
Yeah, yeah, I believe the chief of Force India and Racing Point as well
yeah,
before the
he is a
Aston Martin.
Romanian descent, and also Colin Collis, who
Colin
was
Colles, the team owner, team manager for HRT Spiker as well. So yeah, yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah.
yes. So you have like two Romanian guys who are on high level of motorsport. They can also come into Romania. Maybe they don't speak Romanian language. I don't know how much heritage they have. So, but still they have Romanian descent. So they can come and speak to the kids about their experience and little by little, step by step, you take them off the street. You explain to them that if you put them in a car with Philip Ugran or somebody like that, that he drives respecting the rules, and it's not so cool when you hit a tree with your car. You're not so special, and you're not a cool guy. So step by step, take them off the street, take them to a racing event or some kind of a car meet where everything is in control environment. So little by little.
All right, all right. So, of course, if you want to contact Miroslav Rastovic, I will let you all the social media in the description down below. If you don't contact him on social media, also you have a Q&A section in the comment section down below, so you can ask him what do you want, of course, especially the experience as a team manager and race engineering and other stuff like that. So, guys, social media or comment section down below for Q&A session. Of course, follow TCR Team Dubrovnik as well. Follow Miroslav Rastovic. Follow everyone who part of the motorsport community as well. And before we end the interview, Miroslav, a message for fans.
Come to the racetrack, enjoy, see what we do, see what others do. Try to visit as many as you can motorsport events. Take pictures of the cars. Remember the brands who are on the cars and buy their products.
All right, all
This
right.
this is how we survive. This is one of my what I do for 15 years, almost 15 years, is that whoever sponsors a team, wherever, if I cheer for them or if I do not cheer for them, I buy that brand. So help us out. Maybe you help yourself.
All right, all right. So, guys, thank you so much, Miroslav, to come in Motorsport International. Of course, guys, thank you so much to watching another interview here in Motorsport International. I will invite Miroslav to invite other people for Motorsport International. So, if you want to tell us your story, your achievements, your results as well, contact Miroslav. After that, he will contact me, and we will set a day and time to tell us your story, results, achievements as well. And because the development of motorsport depends on each person, so we need to grow up the motorsport community and of course grow up the motorsport every discipline as well to make people understand of course this amazing excuse me this amazing adventure, this amazing culture as well. Do you want to say other something before we end the interview?
Uh, what to say? If some kids are watching, please do not race on the street. Respect the rules. Listen to her grandmother. Listen to her mother. Listen to her father. They know what they're saying. You're not cool if you hit a tree. Watch what you're doing and come to see some motorsport events. Especially if you cannot come, like the streams, watch them, Support us, support others, support your local race drivers, and enjoy your life.
All right, all right. So, guys, this is gonna be the ending of the new episode here in Motorsport International. So, thank you so much, Miroslav, for the invitational. Let's see the 2024 how continue, and of course, let's see the 2025 how it goes, especially the plans for TCR Deep Dubrovnik and other stuff like that. And guys, until next time, I'm back, Vlad-Andrei. With me was Miroslav Rastovic. Remember, guys, street is not circuit. You are the best, and let's go racing. Vroom!